So what is network element? It is defined as any individual circuit elements with two terminals which can be connected to other circuit elements is called as a network element. So what is circuit element? So resistor, capacitor, inductors, any elements which is having two terminals. So for example, resistor is a circuit element which is having two terminals and it can be connected to other circuit elements, that is capacitor, which is having two terminals, and they can be connected to each other. So this is called as a network element. So network element can be either active elements or passive elements. Active elements are the elements which supply the power or energy to the network. Passive elements are the elements which either store the energy or dissipate the energy in the form of heat. So for example, resistor, capacitor, inductors are the passive elements. In that, capacitor and inductors, they can store the energy, and resistor, it can dissipate the energy in the form of heat. Next one is electrical network. The diagram shows the electrical networks. So R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, these are the circuit elements. E1, E2, these are also called as circuit elements. But the difference is that R1, R2, R3, R4, R5 and R6, these are the passive elements. E1 and E2, these are the voltage source, means these are the energy sources. They can supply the power or energy to the circuit. So this is about the electrical networks. So what is electrical network? Any arrangement of the various electrical energy sources along with the different circuit elements is called as a electrical networks. So you can make the arrangement of various types, but that should include one energy source and along with the different circuit elements. This is called as a electrical networks. So there are some parameters related to the electrical network. Let us see one by one. Number one is a branch. Branch, it is a part of the network which connect various points of the network with one another, is called as a branch. For example, AB, BC, CD, DA, DE, CF, EF are the various branches. And the second point related to branch is a branch may consist of more than one element. It consists of more than one element. Once again, I am repeating what is a branch. It is a part of the network which connect various points of the network with one another. Come to the diagram. According to the diagram, branch, it is a part of the network which connect the various points of the network with one another. So for example, AB is a branch, BC is another branch, CD is another branch, DA is a branch, DE is another branch, EF is another branch, CF is another branch. So these are connected various points of the network. And second point is branch consists of the more than two elements. So a branch AB consists of only one element, that is R1, but branch CF. This is a branch CF. It consists two elements. One is a R5 and second one is the E2. E2 is a active element, R5 is a passive elements. So a branch may consist of more than one terminal. It may consist two terminals, it may consist three terminals, it may consist four elements. So this is the branch. The next point is junction point. Okay, listen very carefully. These are very important points, parameters related to electric network. The second point is a junction point. A point where three or more branches meet is called as a junction point. See once again, a point where three or more branches meet is called as a junction point. Point D and C are the junction point. Okay, so as we know that what is the branch. So where the branches meet, three or more are called as a junction point. So come to the diagram. So in this diagram, at point D, branch ADE, branch AD, branch CD and branch D is meet at point D. So as per the definition of the junction point, a point where three or more branches, so this is one branch, two branch, three branch, they have meet at point D. So point D is a junction point. Like C is also a junction point where three or more branches meet. Next point is node. What is node? A point at which two or more elements are joined together is called as a node. Listen, observe very carefully. What is a node? A point at which two or more elements are joined together is called as a node. So junction points are also node of the network. This is important sentence. The junction point is also a node of the network. So in this network, A, B, C, D, E and F are node of the networks. So come to the diagram. According to the diagram, A is also node. A, B, C, D, E, F, these are the nodes of the network. Why? Because at a point where two or more elements, so at point A, R1 is one element, E1 is another element, they have meet at point A. So as per the definitions, a point where two or more elements are meet are called as a node. So D and C, these are also called as a junction point, and junction point is also a node of the network. It is always remember. So next point, mesh or loop. This is very important. Mesh or loop is a set of branches. It is a set of branches. So in the diagram, AB, BC, CD, DA, these are the branches, and these all are a set of branches, and they forming a closed path in a network in such a way that if one branch is removed, then remaining branches do not form a closed path which originates from a particular node and terminating at the same node. So traveling through various other nodes without traveling through any node twice in a network. So for example, path A, B, C, D, A, B, C, F, EDA, DCFED are the loops of the network. Once again, I am repeating what is mesh or what is loop. It is a set of branches and which is forming a closed path in a network. But you can form a closed path in such a way that if one branch is removed, the remaining branches do not form the closed path, which originates from the particular node. So A, B, C, D, these are the nodes. If a branch or if a closed path which originates from A, it has to terminate to the A node only, and the traveling through the various nodes without traveling through any node twice in a network. Suppose A is a node, okay, so traveling path starts from A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to A. It means that A is a originating node and the path is terminating at the same node, that is A, and in this path there is no twice node included, so this is considered as a path. So let us come to the diagram. So in this network, A, B, C, D, A is a mesh or loop. Second point, D, C, F, E, D, this is another loop, and this is a closed path. AB, BC, CD, DA, these are the set of branches and they have formed the closed path. Suppose if we remove the AB, it do not form the closed path, so it does not consider the loop or mesh. One more thing, it has to originates from A, traveling from B, C, D, and A. So there is no any twice traveling of the node. So A, B, C, D, A is a loop. Again, A, B, C, F, E, D, A is also a loop. So let us come to the. So before going to start the classification of the electrical network, these are the very important parameters: branch, node, junction point, loop, nodes. So we should know very well about the electrical network. So next point we are going to cover is classification of the electrical network. So electrical network, the behavior of the entire network depends on the behavior and characteristics of its element. So based on such characteristics, electrical networks can be classified in 10 different networks. See here, the behavior of the entire network is based on the behavior and characteristics of its elements. Suppose a network consists of resistor, capacitor, inductor, diode. So that network, the behavior of that network is totally depends upon the behavior and characteristics of that resistor, that inductor, that capacitor, that diode. So accordingly,